Hi, everybody. Take two. Sorry about that. So, what were we discussing? We were discussing the fact that it's Friday. Yes, that's part of what we were discussing. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome, TGIF. It's Friday. It's Friday, which means we're at the end of the series that we've been talking about all week long and you all have been talking about, which is so exciting to me that you've been passing along this information about the 10 tips for the dating divorcee. We are at the final two. Count them, the final two. 2 and 1 today. So the question I have for you is, do you have a date? If you do or if you don't, I hope that no matter what, you found something useful as you move forward into your dating life after divorce. This whole series has been just a really fun way to lighten up the question of, will there be someone after my divorce that I can love and care for again? Because the answer is yes, there will be. But the journey to that shouldn't feel like it's drudgery or that it has to happen the day after you ink the documents that give you your freedom from the first relationship. It should be something that allows you to engage with the process of having fun again and enjoying life again and being fully formed, functioning, and free now that you're on the other side, or even almost on the other side, because you can start dating whenever you want to, on the other side, energetically speaking, emotionally speaking, psychologically speaking, of the moment the big D is done. So our final 2 tips for the week. Number two, and probably most important for a lot of us who come out of a marriage and we move to a new place, or we are all of a sudden the house is ours, is that home should always be your safe space. It should be the place that you can come back to, that you feel as though it's your sanctuary. What does that mean? It means be smart. If possible, always make the first date away, obviously, but also make the person meet you somewhere. Keep your home your home. Keep your home your sanctuary. Allow yourself the luxury of knowing that if things go south or sideways, this person doesn't actually know where I live. That's peace of mind. So one of the things that I hope that you've learned from these 10 tips is that it's not all about, buying new underwear and making sure that you've got X, Y, and Z. It's also about giving yourself the peace of mind to date with comfort and security, because, the world is different for a lot of people who got married 10 years ago. The world is exponentially different now. And for those of you who are going to say, yeah, but dating hasn't really changed. Yeah, it has. It really has. And it's time to recognize that in 2019, 2020, the dating game is a little different. And so we want to start thinking about it, how it's being played, and not how we wish it was being played. And part of that is recognizing that home is haven, right? Home is sanctuary. Home is the place where we can, after a bad date, get ourselves a bucket of ice cream or a glass of wine or a little bourbon and snug up on the couch in our PJs and just watch a movie because, I got dinner, but that's about it, and that's all I wanted. So home is your haven. Make sure that you keep it private, that you don't let people virtually into your home. If you're on a dating app and you're chatting video, make sure that you mask your IP address. Make sure that you make there no necessarily markers of where your house is or things like that until you get to know someone. Not 1983 anymore, guys. Not 1998 anymore. So make sure that you always keep home as the place that you come back to, that you can escape to if you have to, and that you don't leave yourself vulnerable in the one place that you just shouldn't have to be. So be smart. If you're a single woman, single parent, single guy living in an apartment or a house and you don't have an alarm system, they make them Wi-Fi these days. If you have let people know where you're going, and most importantly about number 2, and I think what I really want to stress is, it is entirely okay. Here is your permission. It is okay to say to someone, you can't come in. You can't come in. I'm not ready for you to come into my space yet. So thank you. Peck on the cheek, on the lips, whatever, or not at all, and walk into your home or through your gate or wherever the case may be, through your guarded door, and go home in peace. You don't have to open up your door and say yes to bringing somebody in just because you had a good time that night. You can if you want to, but there's no pressure to have your home be anything other than your sanctuary, the place you run back to because it's your safe place. So remember, just because you had a good time doesn't mean you gotta invite him in. And just because you said yes to the date doesn't mean he has to pick you up. Put yourself in a car, Lyft or Uber, take yourself to the date, Keep home as your sanctuary, your safe space, your place to run if it gets bad, your place to come home to and call your girlfriends if it was really good. But remember, it is yours and you need to keep it as such. And finally, drum roll please. The number one tip for the dating divorcee is to have fun. Please, for the love of all that is holy in the world, let's be very, very clear. The chances that you've been having fun recently are pretty slim. If you've just come through a divorce or you're going through a divorce, you're at the beginning of getting a divorce, fun is probably not high on our list of things to talk about right now. Here's where dating saves your butt. There is nothing about dating that should not be fun. This is where you get to exercise all of the selfishness that you could possibly pack into one life. If you don't want to go out with someone, just say no. Just say no. If you're not having fun mid-date, you don't have to leave mid-date, but you don't have to go out with them again. If you are having a great time and your date's like, you're just having a bit too much fun for me, know this, you don't have to see that person again. If you are having a fantastic evening and you want to see each other again, go for it. What I want you to think about as you are getting back into the swing of things is that it is entirely your job to give yourself all the permission in the world to pursue whatever kind of dating life you want and to have fun while you're doing it. Because most of us who are dating post-divorce, especially if it's really recent, mine isn't, but especially if it's really recent, are still carrying a lot of, is it okay that I want to go have a good time? Is it okay that I want to go do X, Y, and Z? Should I? The answer is you should, and you will. Give yourself permission to just enjoy the pursuit of happiness, because that, after all, is what dating is designed to do. And for those folks who are like, well, no, it isn't. Dating is designed. No, dating is about the pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of joy, and the pursuit of pleasure. And if you're not getting any of those three things out of a date, you don't have to go out with them again. In fact, I would highly recommend, ladies and gentlemen, if the date doesn't make you happy, make you joyful, or at least not annoy you, you shouldn't see that person again. Because after all, you just got out of a divorce. Why on earth would you sign up for another relationship that's nothing but work and makes you sad? That, my friends, brings us to the end of the 10 tips for the dating divorcee. Have fun, get out there, enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. Embrace this new chapter that has come to you and give yourself permission to pursue dating just like you would pursue a good pair of shoes or a great pair of jeans. All right, everyone, this has been Dr. Sasheen, author of So You're Getting Divorced, which is available on Amazon, Kindle, and in paperback. I cannot wait for you all to read it. Let me know what you thought of the series. Let me know what questions that you might have now that you are on the road of divorce or you've come through it. How can I help you to navigate the waters of becoming whole, human, and happy all over again? It has been my pleasure to do this series for you. I cannot wait to do another, but for the moment, I am going to go take a breath because it's been a really long week. Y'all have a fantastic weekend. Get out there, get dating, and have fun. Take care. Bye.